Don't settle for fakes. My duel-taining is the real deal.
Hey everyone, it's mekklord. Today I am playing a deck that has been available for a while, but I just got a third idea, so I wanted to play it. That's right, I'm talking about Monarch. Monarch is a deck that was first introduced to Duel Links with the main box that had Erebus and Eidos. I think it was the Blackwing. The second Blackwing, rather. Main box. Also had a Prime Monarch. I'm not too sure. And it was a meal-centric strategy back then. You wanted to get these in the grave, and then this guy because he could recycle itself, and Dark Simorg, which could also bring itself back from the graveyard. And it was okay, it was decent, it was fun. But with the new main box, Zillion Thunder, we now have access to Idea, which is also a pretty good card in general. It basically the best starter that Monarch is going to get. And we got Tenacity, which searches any back row. And we got a skill that had the best Monarch card to our deck at the beginning of the duel, that being Pantheism of the Monarchs. And not much else. The issue with Monarch is that it is an inherently bricky deck. You need one of the vassals slash squires, preferably Idia, and one of the big boys, preferably Erebus, in order to do anything in most of your games. Things don't really get better from out there, so I've decided to play this 23 card shell, hoping that we get to draw some useful back row with Pantheism. There's not much else to it. I'm playing 1 Kaias, 2 Riser, because I really like Kaias. I think the Banish and damage can come up occasionally, but I just really like Kaias. It's my favorite Monarch. 3 Idia to Eidos. Idia can get Eidos from the deck. Eidos can recycle Idia from grave. 3 Erebus, which is like the most important card in the deck. It is able to hand loop your opponent for 1, so it's a decent one option. 3 Tenacity and 3 Prime Monarchs, which are going to be the most important back row, to search and to pitch for Pantheism. 1 Frost Blast, which is decent. 1 Escalation, which represents our only form of disruption in our opponent's turn. And 1 for 1 instead of Rota to search out the Idia, because it still keeps our normal, so we can do some very funky plays, especially if Idia gets interrupted. Extra deck doesn't matter at all. There are a couple of other Monarchs cards that I have considered. I'm going to explain my reasons why I don't put them in the deck right now. First up is Aether, the Heavenly Monarch. I didn't put her in the deck because basically a glorified 2800 vanilla that just summons something during our opponent's turn. It loses a lot of interest without Stormforth in the game, which would have allowed to tribute a monster on our opponent's turn in order to tribute the Aether. But no, it's just not really good without Stormforth, I feel like. For the same reason we're not playing Kuraz. Kuraz is what you usually get with Aether. To pop cards on the field, it makes your opponent draw, but you don't really care. Without Aether, there's no reason to play this at all. Also not playing any of the Mega Monarchs, although if I were, I'd probably play Thestalos, because hand ripping is nice. I'm not playing the regular Thestalos, though, so there's no reason to play the big one. I'm not playing Return or March because these are basically win more cards and like to be winning first before playing these cards. Maybe if there were like 2 combined cards into one, I'd consider playing them. If this was 1 card instead of 2, I could be playing it one of, but I don't feel those. And I'm not playing Restoration because there's just not enough spots in the deck, and it was a close one, but I decided, you know what, I'd rather just go for Frost Blast, because Frost Blast is better most of the time. This deck is not really good. To my knowledge, there are no recorded cards with this deck on Duel Links Meta at the very least. So I'm gonna mess around in Platinum and showcase just how bad things can get. Okay, so the first game of the day is going to be against either Burning Abyss or Cubics. Burning Abyss would be really fun, because it is also one of these decks that was good in 2016, just like Monarchs, but it's Cubics. So this one doesn't do anything. Like, this one is objectively really bad. But Cubic doesn't run any backward removal, so I'm not scared. Yeah, if this were an idea, instead of Idos, that'd be so much better. But it's not. Not much else I can do from this position. Cosmic Cyclone. Okay, well. Remember when I said 2 seconds ago that that they don't run back row removal? Am I just gonna get OTK'd? Yep, I'm getting OTK'd. Okay. You just want the game, dude. No need to fucking flex. Jesus. Average Monarch hand, by the way. Oh, this is Orcust. 100%. This is gonna be pre-nerf Orcust because now that the ban list has been announced but isn't live for another 3 weeks because Konami's terrible at balancing, we're gonna see a lot of these. Okay, so this is also really bad. Actually, no, it's doable. Tenacity is gonna get, I'm gonna show Erebus because I'm gonna summon the Erebus. Okay, so the simple ad would be Escalation here, but the more interesting ad is Pantheism, so I'm gonna add Pantheism. And you're like, wait, you can't activate that Pantheism yet? Just you watch. Just you watch. I'm gonna Idia. Idia is going to summon Idos from deck, and then I can tribute summon for Erebus. Erebus is going to shuffle 1 card in my opponent's hand to the deck, whilst sending Pantheism and I guess a Prime Monarch to grave. I don't really care. Then I'm going to activate the Pantheism effect in order to get these 3 as the 3 that I want. If I get Prime, if he gives me Prime, I can pitch it for Pantheism. If he gives me Escalation, I can Chaos next turn, so it's fine. Gives me Prime. What a fool. Anyway, Pantheism. Pitching, Prime, draw 2. Tenacity, and Compulse. So we got an additional disruption in us. It's not what I wanted though, it's fine. It's fine. We got nothing though. That's not the greatest. I do have a Prime engrave that doesn't do anything. I do have Idos, which also doesn't do anything. But he's on a 4-card starting hand, which if he's playing Orcust is more than enough. That's also an issue with Monarch. I was gonna say the problem with end looping in the Year of Warlord 2023 is that most archetypes can just start with a hand that like contains only like 1 starter card and everything else is back row and tag that you said, but looks like I got lucky. Kaiba against me means Blue Eyes. The deck that was pushed to tier 1 in 2016 after all the other top 4 in the TCG, top 4 being Monarchs, Cosmo, Burning Abyss, and Pepe were completely gutted. This, believe it or not, this is an amazing hand. It's basically a draw 4 because Pantheism isn't once per turn. Well, the draw effect isn't once per turn, and my opponent does nothing but set a set card that I can pop with Frost Blast anyway. So we're Gucci, we're good. This keeps getting better, now I have to draw a big Monarch. I have to draw a big boy. I think I pitched the Frost Blast. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm so good at this game. I am so good at this game. I am so good at this game! The greedy hand here is Prime. And I'm a greedy boy. Pantheism. Goodbye. I should have maybe activated the Pantheism effect in Grave first so I don't exactly draw. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna banish Tenacity. Get rid of this. That was a karma. Because of course it's Blue Eyes. What else was that set? Let's see. Pantheism number 3, Tenacity, Prime. I'd like the Pantheism, but I don't think it's gonna give it to me. Give me Tenacity. Which is still cool, I still follow up on next turn. Anyway, Idia. Idia F. We get to special this. And now I'm thinking... Yeah, I think I still tribute for Erebus. The alternative is I tribute summon for Ryza and put this back in his... on the top of his deck. Yeah, I think that's funnier. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go for damage by tributing the Eidos for Ryza. Ryza is gonna send this back to the top of his deck. I'm gonna set these two. Escalation is gonna allow me to tribute someone for Erebus. So yeah, that's a good field. That's a good field. And next turn I can flip this, tribute either the Ryza or the Dia and Ryza for... I mean, I still have the Oh, I can't be allowed to work. I can't allow you to do that. I'm gonna get rid of my other pantheism, it's completely fine. Can I? Yeah. Escalation. Do I use the effect now? Because even if I do it now, what does he do? Nothing, right? Well, if he does it now, then he has the Sage in hand. I have to deal with 2 blue eyes, which absolutely not. So I'm gonna tribute summon for this. I'm not gonna tribute the Ryza, I'm going to tribute Dia and Prime Monarch to... I was gonna say special. Tribute the Erebus. Dia is gonna get me back the Pantheism. And Erebus is going to send some other stuff in order to put the thing back in the deck. Unless my opponent rage quitted, which it looks like they just did. So, what a shame. What a shame. Oh, never mind, they're still there. Oh, never mind, they quit. Yeah, connection failed, of course. And last but not least for today, I'm playing against Yugioh, which is probably going to be on Kendo Orcust. Are you kidding me? If I win this one, I get to Legend with Monarch. Oh, he's on DM too. A deck that was never good. And I'm... Oh my god, I'm doing great. I am doing amazing. I'm gonna Pantheism, and I'm gonna do a couple of stuff before actually Pantheism. Or... Wait, in which order do I do that? Do I go Idia and Erebus first, and then mill Pantheism with Erebus? Or do I go... The question is, do I want to recycle the Pantheism? I think I do. I think I do want to recycle. It allows me to draw Dipper into my deck. And sure, there are a lot of cards that are just bad, but also a lot of good cards. I drew the second Idia, I'm kind of pissed. That's good for next turn, I guess. Pantheism! Did I activate Tenacity? Yeah. Pantheism, Pantheism... and... Prime. He's not gonna give me a Pantheism, he's not an idiot. He's gonna give me the Prime, always. You always give me Prime here. He gave me... Well, it doesn't change anything, because I had access to, that I wanted anyway. Anyway. I guess now would have been the time to, no, never mind. I'm just confusing myself with these plays. Tribute. Let's go Erebus. Erebus F, Idia F. Gets me back the Pantheism so I can draw some more. And... send... Frost Blast. And... a Prime. Do I send a Prime? Okay. I'm gonna send Pantheism for Pantheism anyway. Shuffle these back into your hand. Pantheism for Pantheism. 1-for-1 Pantheism. I drew the third Pantheism. And a 1-for-1 that I could activate but doesn't do anything. So once again, my boy is just Erebus, 1 back row pass. Which hopefully is good enough. It should be, right? Yeah, there's no shot that this isn't good. It's probably not good enough. But I do have a Pantheism for next turn, so I'm going to be able to use the other Pantheism. Pantheism is such a cool card. It's amazing that it's not a once per turn on the draw effect. And it does a bit more as well. Like, this is... On paper, this is stronger than Orchestrated Return, right? But you have to play Monarchs, and Monarchs is a deck that is filled to the brim with conditions. And like, you can't activate Tenacity if you don't control... Well, if you don't reveal, rather, a big Monarch monster. What's this fucker doing? So there's no, like, punishment if I just compose this, right? Like, he wants to cycle something, but I don't want to let him, so I just... Shoot! Go back in your hand. You fucking idiot. Why would you do this against me? I do have a couple of Exceeds plays, but not really. Like, I could go Prime in the end phase and Prime in, on my next turn. Wait, I have 2 Primes in graveyard. Okay, so he's gonna summon the, Oh, never mind, he's playing Cosmo Brain. Alright, I didn't expect people to still be playing Cosmo Brain in 2023. Oh, and he's playing Apprentice Illusion Magician as well. So that's fun. I think I'm gonna have to Prime anyway, if I don't want to die. I'm not at the risk of dying. And this recycled itself, so it's completely fine. Why would you... Oh, okay, he gets to summon a DM. What's the defense on Prime? 24? Yeah. That sucks. I'm not in lethal danger though, so it's completely fine. One card in hand is Dark Magician. I'm still in a favorite spot, I think. Oh, he's having some connection issues. That could be good. Magician's Magic. Oh, wait. Do I just lose? Because his scales gets him a card for free? And my scale adds 3 cards to my deck? Yeah, Secrets of Dark Magic. He's gonna go for battle. He has lethal. Unless I activate exactly Prime Monarch Engraved, so... Well, I have to, I guess. Oh no, I'm taking so much damage. Oh my god, I'm taking so much damage. But I draw my card if I do that, right? No, wait. I wanna fucking activate Prime Monarch, please, thank you. Because I wanna deny him the draw. I don't think it matters what I banish, so as long as I keep 1 Pantheism. I was gonna draw a card anyway on my next turn, it's fine. Yeah, so this is gonna be soaking the hit, and then he goes for the Dark Magicians, which is like one of the stupidest cards of all time. How do I out 2 big monsters though? That's the question. Maybe he's an idiot and he keeps the Dark Magician on field because he doesn't know what his win con is. Wow! Okay. Okay. That... Then if I draw Erebus and I send this back to the deck, he loses, right? He just loses. 1-for-1 pitching idea gets me idea. I win this game. I win this game because he's a fucking foo-fool. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Yeah, this also works. Oh, I'm a genius. That's what I meant to do, of course. That was always my part of my plan. That's always what I was meant to do. So that's not a card that you can set, which is good. The question becomes, do we have enough cards? I think I'm gonna do the safe thing and add Erebus to my hand now. Because if I don't have enough back row to pitch, I'm gonna be in trouble. Yeah, I don't want to run this risk. Erebus, it better to thin out my deck. I too. I'm gonna send Tenacity and Prime. I'm not gonna shuffle cards in hand. I'm gonna shuffle this back into the extra deck. I can't activate the Pantheism Engraved, which is a surefire sign that I did well. But if I draw a Monarch, I still have my normal. Yeah, this is game over. Oh, I'm so fucking good at this game. I'm gonna Prime here. I know it doesn't change anything, but it's funnier. And tribute summon Ryza. Ryza is going to say goodbye to Dark Magician. And voila! That is lethal, everyone! I'm the greatest Monarch player in Duel Links! Possibly because I'm the only one playing Monarch. This is kind of a fun deck. This is kind of a fun deck when everything works. I got lucky, I guess. I tell you, made it to legend. This is proof that this deck is cog worthy. It's not. It is really not. You know, despite really good results in today's year, I'm still like torn on this deck being good. I don't think it's particularly impressive. It really overly depends on Erebus to achieve anything going first. I never went second. Well, I did go second against the Blue Eyes player. And like Frost, I opened Frost Blaster. That was really easy to deal with their one disruption. But like, against actually competent deck, this clearly doesn't hold a candle to Speed Raids or Orcust. So maybe once those get nerfed in 3 weeks, you can play this deck. Until then, it's probably best to play something better. But this is a fun deck if you're willing to spend all of the money required to get 3 ideas, which I foolishly did because I'm an idiot. It is a fun deck though. Hope we get Stormforth, not Domain, because Domain is kind of a boring card, but what's the thing with Monarch start line? Serene Dragon something? Who knows? Anyway, thank you for watching this video, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you guys and gals and non-binary pals next time.